before I get started into this whole New World Order hoopla, before I bring you into Conspiracy Freak Show, all right, I want everybody to just take a deep breath with me, all right? Take a deep breath, and I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to understand that there's a lot of things that are going to be said on this program that may lure you into a X-Files mentality, all right? You might start thinking that you're Oliver Stone all of a sudden and thinking, you know, grassy knolls are popping up out of nowhere. But, folks, this is a bunch of malarkey, all right? Now, I want you to open your eyes and I want you to realize that what is going to be said is going to be really out there. I mean, we're going to go into all facets to this so-called alternative media movement. So I want you to fasten your seatbelt, folks, because we're about to take a ride into this ridiculous alternative media freak show. You will have these people manipulate the minds of the common folk to believe that all of a sudden this 9/11 is a conspiracy. It's George Bush controlled the 9/11 attacks from a remote control or some crap. Now, there are a variety of different perspectives on what the New World Order is if you want to listen to this stupid, ridiculous alternative media. But the general definition of this so-called New World Order is a grand conspiracy ran by 1,000 different factions of bureaucratic mess that are conspiring together to establish global domination under a single world governing body. And that the New World Order is going to implement some sort of authoritarian-style domination over all the subjects of the world. And that if you listen to Alex Jones on a frequent basis, this fear-mongering piece of crap, he'll have you believe that here in the next couple of years, the NWO, supposedly, the New World Order, is going to come in from out of the sky, paratrooping, coming into your home, eat your babies, raping your wife, and pillaging your damn family. This is what this idiot actually says on a consistent basis, and this idiot makes money on this crap. But I am the shill, right? But I'm the shill, I'm the bad guy, because I have been highlighting the idea that I don't think it's a New World Order. Okay, and we're going to get back to the New World Order thing in just a second. But it's not a New World Order. I think it's just plain communism. But we're going to get to my particular theory on what is motivating all these precarious factors that got all these, paranoid morons flocking to idiots like David Icke and, Alex Jones and Peter stupid-ass Joseph. All right, and I'm sure that some idiot alternative media ass clown is going to take this broadcast and is going to analyze it on YouTube and say, oh, look at him, he's trying to be a shill, he's trying to be an agent, he's trying to double talk. I'm not double talking. I'm telling you how it is. All right? You can sit here and say 9/11 was an inside job, this and that. You don't have any proof. And on top of you not having any proof, what was the motive for doing such a thing? You see, most people will say, well, the motive was oil, was to go into Iraq. That was the motive, right? Oh, we needed 9/11 so we could go into Iraq and Afghanistan and do this and do that. Folks, with all due respect, the American public are a bunch of morons. Do you think that this government needed some kind of horrific event like that so that they could justify some type of military theater in another country? Absolutely not. I've lived on this world a good amount of years, and I've seen wars implemented for nothing. All right, right underneath our noses. 1 minute I'm going to sleep, the next morning I'm flipping on the channel, and they're saying we just invaded this country. Now, let me discuss a little bit more about this so-called New World Order that all these imbeciles talk about, all right? Because, man, let me tell you, you've got a whole variety of different variants of interpretation of what the New World Order is, all right? You've got some idiots who believe that the New World Order is ran by reptilian shapeshifters. I kid you not, folks, there are idiots that are, they have sold their souls to the idea that this whole world is being conspired by reptilian shape-shifting lizard men, and that the people that are in power actually need blood from children to drink so that they can stop their shape-shifting or control their shape-shifting or something of that nature. I kid you not, folks. If you don't believe me, go look out there and just Google or go into any search engine, any video search site, and look up David Icke, because this is the ass clown that has brought up this whole idea of reptilian shape-shifting. I saw that clip when that ridiculous, godless atheist Bill Maher confronted him about his reptilian claims, and that he's somehow a prophet, and that he was given all these insights into the reptilian world from God himself, and that he was the chosen one to spread it to the people. Once that godless Bill Maher confronted him about it on one of these interviews, he backtracked from it, old David Icke. It's not as profitable anymore, isn't it, Mr. David Icke, for you to claim that reptilian shapeshifters are actually controlling the damn world? It's not that profitable anymore, isn't it, you stupid, limey, tea-drinking, arthritic, hand-having piece of garbage? Huh? This is the same guy that went on, some television show in the UK somewhere claiming he was Jesus Christ. And yet you have people that have sold their souls to this moron, and they actually believe that this idiot is telling some kind of truth. They actually believe in this reptilian crap. If you don't believe me, go to YouTube and type in reptilian. It's just a disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace. Because don't get me wrong, all these morons that are the mouthpieces of the alternative media movement, they're all inspirational speakers, aren't they, huh? Yeah, they'll sit here and talk about, we're for humanity. We're sitting here telling the truth for humanity. You're not telling the truth for anything but your own pocketbooks. You know it, and I know it. Alex Jones is no stranger to me. I've lived in Texas my whole life. I've heard this moron with his bullhorn out there in Austin, Texas in the early 90s, sitting there trying to stir up a ruckus, trying to... what's funny to me is that every time Alex Jones does something controversial, every time he does something that gets him arrested or, puts him on a pedestal, this idiot has a camera there. Huh? I just find it funny. This idiot always has a camera around whenever he's becoming a patriotic citizen or something. But secondly, this individual, in my opinion, is the worst of them all. He's produced videos how every politician and big businessman goes to this Bohemian Grove and have satanic rituals where they, supposedly sacrifice people and they sit here and drink the blood of children and all this crap. And then he goes on to say that, well, no, maybe it's not them. Maybe it's the Bush family and the Bin Ladens and this and that. And then he goes from there to, no, it's the Bilderbergs. It's the Bilderberg group. That's what it is. It's the damn Bilderbergs. And then he throws that stupid film for a while, and now he puts out this Obama factor film. And, my particular beef with Alex is the fact that Alex sits here and makes these hyper-dramatic films about how America is going to have their children eaten by the New World Order, how the New World Order is going to come in and they're going to take their riches and rape their women. He has you believing the worst, and yet this idiot provides no solution for this supposed impending danger that the New World Order is going to inflict upon us. Haven't you noticed that, folks? This idiot goes on and on about how the New World Order is going to do this, how it's going to do that, and yet he provides no solution. Now, why would somebody do that unless they had some sort of capitalist gain to have there? The little capitalist fervor there, huh? And that's exactly what Alex Jones is, folks. He's a capitalist. All right? And, you know, he hasn't made that, you know, a secret either. I mean, you know, this idiot charges for access to his stupid little website. This idiot charges access to his stupid little radio show, his stupid little films, and all this crap that he puts out. All right? I mean, isn't this man anti-government? Huh? Isn't he anti-New World Order? How in the hell are you going to capitalize off of a government and a system that you don't even believe in, Alex? And you want to sit here and advocate the destruction of, and yet you're sitting there and you know, with all due respect, Mr. Alex Jones, you're a little pot-belly bastard, all right? I'm sure that if you go to the suit rack at any suit store in America, you're buying a portly, sir. You are buying a portly size. Now, how the hell did you get that big beer gut, Alex? How'd you get that double chin, Alex? Huh? You got it from exploiting fear. You're a fearmonger, Alex. You're a piece of trash. And I'm calling you out, Alex. I'm calling you out. You want to sit here and tell us all the contradictions of this so-called New World Order conspiracy? Why don't you provide some damn solutions, you fear-mongering piece of crap? You got all these little 20-something-year-olds out here thinking they're accomplishing something. They think that they're intellectual Rhodes Scholars because they watched a few of their films. You know what I'm talking about? There's nothing worse that makes me sick in the world than some 20-something-year-old snot-nosed little pierce-nosed prick coming up to me trying to school me because he watched an Alex Jones video. And let me tell you something, folks. Anybody who watches one of these stupid videos, they actually think that they've learned something. They actually believe that they're privileged to some exclusive knowledge that nobody else has or some crap. I mean, this is how ridiculous this whole alternative media movement is, folks. So don't be lured by it. It's a money-making scheme. That's why Alex Jones doesn't provide any solutions for anybody. Because he wants you to buy the next video. He wants you to buy the next month's worth of access to his website. He's got to keep buying those portly suits. Isn't that right, Alex? Huh? You're a piece of crap. You know what? You want to know something, Alex? Let me tell you something. And all you Alex Jones worshipers, please email him this, or somebody put this on YouTube so that Alex Jones can listen to this right here. Alex, if you really are as patriotic as you claim to be, if you're really against the New World Order like you claim to be, if you're against the Federal Reserve like you claim to be, why don't you renounce all the profits that you make from all this conspiracy theory nut nonsense? How about that, Alex? Huh? If you're really a freedom fighter out here, if you really don't give a crap, why don't you go out and say, you know what, I'm Alex Jones. I'm not going to sit here and take a Federal Reserve note. I'm not going to sit here and acknowledge this government that does all these things that I claim. I'm not going to do any of it. I'm not going to participate in any of it. I renounce the money and the profits I make from my propaganda. All right? And I want to hear from you. If you happen to be an Alex Jones worshiper, if you happen to disagree with me, I want to hear from you. 646-652-4869. We're going to talk about other people in this movement. We're going to talk about the NWO. We're going to talk about a lot of serious issues, folks, but I want to hear from you. We got a caller here, and we're going to take that caller. Hold on just one second. Let me get you on the switchboard here. Hello, you're on the air.
Yes, hello.
How's it going?
It's going great. It's going great. I'm just listening to your rhetoric about Alex the Joker Jones here. And,
yeah, the Joker Jones.
I just love running into these people at Walmart, and they have a Che Guevara tattoo and a Chairman Mao tattoo, thinking they're going to take over the world because they watched the new Batman movie or something. Believe it, and flying caped lizards, and they actually put out these ridiculous documentaries about a duck platypus human running around waiting to eat the children. Well, I wish they'd come to Texas out here. By the way, I'm from Texas, my fellow Texans.
Well, thank you very much. I'm from Texas, too.
I see all these women with their children. You know, I'm walking in the mall, and you know, they jump on my leg. I'm like, get off my leg, baby! I already paid you. They're asking me for $1 like they want money for their chicle. I wish some of those reptilians would come out and eat some of those, baby, so I can go and enjoy my life without seeing some loser and their loser children begging for Nikes.
Well, you know, we were going to get into that later on in the program, sir, but let me explain to you something, that most of the individuals out here in America, they are so anesthetized with their own gluttonous, materialistic ideal that they don't care about liberty, freedom, they don't care about Constitution, they don't care about civilization. All they care about is if they are consumed with a materialistic widget that's going to pacify their emotional state for the time, and that's all they're down for. That's all these people are into.
Well, look at them. I mean, you got this fat double chin bald idiot running outside of some Bilderberg nonsense with a bullhorn, and they're hailing him like he's the new Jesus or something.
Are you talking about Alex Jones?
You're not going to, exactly. You're not going to take our liberty from us. You're not going to, they give you liberty. That's the definition of liberty. It's something you need permission for. It is, I mean, these people are absolute ridiculous. They are just part of the buffoonery that you say we need morality in America. I believe that we need a Gestapo in America. We need
Gestapo? Well, hold on a second.
We need a Gestapo for the truthers. We need them to be put in the camps, and I'll volunteer to be a contributive oven pusher for the truthers.
Now, hold on just a second. Now, I don't want to advocate any kind of, violence on this radio program because, the Blog Talk Radio Network will take me off the air. But, I mean, why would you say that we need something of that nature to get rid of, whatever it is?
Because anybody who believes in flying reptilian lizards that are going to run around and eat your baby and hail some idiot David Icke as some kind of new age super King James Jesus out here is a cancerous disease to society, and it's just a slippery slope to liberalism, which leads to this nonsensical socialism, to quasi-communism, which is why we have Slick Rick the ruler as president, thinking that his diplomatic, abilities are going to calm down the tyrants of the world, because people are believing anything that, Alex Jones or David Icke says. Now you got this Tsarian guy, and you got this Maxwell guy, and next thing you know, we're gonna have Dracula's gonna be real now. I mean, who knows?
Are you kidding me? I'm glad you brought that up because
did you see Georgia? The 1,000, 2,000 people go to Georgia because someone said there was a leprechaun in the tree, and then you got people saying, you want to uproot this tree, you want to know where the gold at? I want the gold. Give me the gold. I mean, these people need a gold. They need a.
Well, you know what, sir? I'm gonna have to end you right there because not that I completely disagree with you, but you're becoming a little bit violent here, and I gotta hold off the violence here because Blog Talk Radio, they're kind of anal retentive when it comes to advocating violence on anyone, so we're gonna have to hold that up. But I kind of get what you're getting at here. Now, we've talked about Alex Jones. I want to thank that caller for calling in, by the way. But we talked about Alex Jones. We talked about David Icke. Now I want to talk about somebody, before I get into my personal perspective on everything, I want to talk about a little bit about Peter Joseph. Now, Peter Joseph came on the scene several years back by putting out a film by the name of Zeitgeist. That's right, Zeitgeist, folks. And if you haven't watched it, I'm not advising you to watch it because it's, substandard piece of trash. But if you want a pro-atheist propaganda film, that's the perfect film that you can watch if you want to equate humanity with nothing more than bacteria on a rock. And then he released Zeitgeist Addendum and then started initiating and pushing this Venus Project idea. Now, for all you folks that don't know what the Venus Project is, there's an idiot out there by the name of Jacques Fresco. I think that's his name. Jacques Fresco, some old prostate-infected windbag that should be watching old episodes of the Golden Girls and sipping on Ovaltine instead of sitting here initiating his perspective on the new technocratic communist America. But the Venus Project is headed by this Jacques Fresco idiot. And what they want, and their alternative, and unfortunately, I'm only going to give them a little credit, because they do provide a solution, all right? Zeitgeist does, they put out a couple of movies, Peter Joseph, but they do provide a solution. But the solution they provide, the Venus Project, is nothing more than technocratic communism. It is a technocratic communist society. So I beg to ask Mr. Joseph, and I've attempted to go on his show because he happens to have a broadcast here on the Blog Talk Radio Network. I've attempted to ask Mr. Joseph, you sit here and try to air out the contradictions of the current society here. You try to say that religion is nothing more than a, astrological bunch of crap, and then you go and say that the Federal Reserve is a bunch of malarkey, and then you provide as an alternative technocratic communism? I mean, are you kidding me? I mean, what you want authoritarian with authoritarianism? I mean, you're switching authoritarianisms. Joseph, you moron. So, Peter Joseph, I know that you're trying to, act like some sort of reclusive intellectual that, is privy to knowledge that no one else has. And, you put out these little dumbass little documentaries and you talk on your little pacified little fruity voice, thinking that you're just so intelligent and this and that. And then for you to propose an alternative that's no different than what you're trying to talk against, I don't understand it. And that's why I'm saying, folks, don't be lured by any of these people, all right? Don't be lured by any of these people. Because let me explain something to you. Since I have been gone, and since I have not been doing a broadcast, I've been out here in these stupid chat room communities. One in particularly is this stupid little Pal Talk chat community, and if you want a link to that, go to blogtalkradio.com/ghost, go down to the extras section and click on the link there. That's the chat community that I'm usually in. And I went into the so-called truther room. I went into one stupid fruity room called the Wake Up Project. I went into another room called the 9/11 Keystone to a Police State. I went into a couple other rooms. And I asked these individuals who are so deep into the conspiracy theory nutjob freakery, I asked them, what's their solution to the present day alternative? And he says, I should say he, but some idiot gets on the microphone, because it's a voice chat community. He gets on the microphone and says, well, people have to become self-sufficient. They've got to save food. They got to save water. They got to stockpile weapons. They got to do whatever it takes to survive the New World Order. And then I got back on the microphone and I asked these truther idiots, okay, you want to be self-sufficient. That's your alternative to beat the New World Order. Okay. What happens when chaos ensues because of the New World Order and the people become so out of control in the chaos that they start looking for you and your self-sufficiency to help their own survival? How are you going to compete with that? What are you going to do when the people come to your self-sufficient spot like 28 weeks later, like a bunch of zombies looking to survive on some water and food? What are you going to do about that? You know what these 9/11 truthers said? Do you know what these Wake Up Project morons said? I'll tell you what they said. They said, well, you know what, Ghost, if they did that to me, I'll shoot them. I'll kill them. I'll kill anybody who comes near me and my supplies. And I thought to myself, what? You'll kill them? I mean, aren't you the same people that are supposed to be pro-humanity? I mean, aren't you the truthers that are supposed to be giving us this hidden knowledge so that you can save us? And then, on the same breath, you can sit here and say that you want to kill us! It's not the fact that the NWO or the New World Order is killing people. It's the fact that you want to kill people. That's what it all comes down to, folks. That's what it all comes down to. It's not the fact that these idiots are such humanitarians, that they care about you, that they're putting out these egomaniac videos and all this propaganda because they love humanity, because they want to save humanity. They don't want to save nothing but their own egos. That's what they want to save. It's not the fact the NWO is killing people. They want to kill people. And I've heard it. I've heard it with my own ears. And if you don't believe me, I challenge you to go to one of these voice chat communities. Go into those 9/11 truther rooms, those little stupid dumbass David Icke rooms, those Alex Jones rooms, and go in there and ask them. Ask them a simple question. Ask them, well, what's the alternative once the Federal Reserve and everything that you hate is gone? The New World Order's gone, Illuminati's gone, Freemason's gone, all the crap that you claim is the grand conspiracy, once it is all gone, then what? Then what? Then what, you idiot? They don't give you an answer. They're not going to give you a damn answer. You know what they're going to tell you? Oh, we got to all come together. We got to all come together and just, like, get along and hold hands and sing Kumbaya. I mean, is that all you got? Alternative media movement? Is that all you got? That's why I'm telling you, folks. That's why I'm saying that if you're going to be following this alternative media crap, you're certifiably a nut job. You should be committed. And I honestly mean that. You should be committed, because what you're advocating is complete and utter chaos. Now, why would you people be advocating chaos? Okay, yeah, sure, there's a couple of contradictions within our system that are pretty unpleasant for all of us to bear, okay? There's bad, bureaucracy in the system. There's bad people in the system. Sometimes we have to make nefarious, or not we, but individuals have to make nefarious decisions about certain things. Yeah, okay, so what? Okay, what's your alternative media movement? What's your solution? You don't have one. You understand? That's what makes your little ridiculous little protests and your ridiculous little movement futile. Let me explain something to you. For all you 9/11 truthers out there that sit here and complain about this and complain about that, complain we're slaves, complain we're serfs, complain we're property of Rockefeller and Rothschild, and make all these assumptions. You make all these assumptions. But look around you, folks. I mean, you're on a computer if you're listening to me right now live or in the archive. You're on a computer. You're on an internet connection. You're probably a little overweight because, well, you can go and be fat in the ass if you want to. All right? Right now, you can go and get yourself an artery-clogging triple cheeseburger in your dirty underwear right now. And you people are still ungrateful. You got a whole bunch of morons crying about the poor in America. Oh, we need to help the poor in America. The poor in America? I mean, have you at any point cruised down a Mexican barrio, a black ghetto, or a white trailer park lately? Bunch of fat lard asses waddling their asses down the road. Obesity is at an all-time high. I mean, we're sitting here and we can do whatever we want. I mean, we are the freest society in world history. Even though these people from the alternative media movement aren't happy with that. We are the freest society in world history. The poor in America live better than 80% of the world. Do you understand that, folks? And yet you have these idiots like Alex Jones and Peter Joseph and all these other morons from the alternative media movement that are rabble-rousing, that are out here fear-mongering, that are out here producing these videos and these, books and documents and whatever in the hell they produce out there They produce all these things for their own capitalist benefit. And it just doesn't make any sense, folks. And you want to sit here and push this alternative media crap on me? You want Alex Jones, David Icke, Alan Watts, Peter Joseph, you pieces of alternative media crap? You want to sit here and push that, oh, we're in chains of bondage. Oh, we're slaves out here. We're slaves. We're property of Rothschild and Rockefeller. We're property of the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve owns us. I mean, because that's what it is, folks. I mean, you know, we sit here and, you know, you got all these idiots complaining that, we got to go against the government. We got to rise up. We got to take our guns and we got to stockpile them and we got to do all this and we got to prepare for revolution. You stupid morons. I mean, okay, let's say you do find your way into some sort of armed resistance and you have enough people to, I don't know what you idiots would plan to do. I guess raid Washington or something. Then what? I mean, if you claim the New World Order conspiracy is so real, I mean, don't they have the finger on the nuclear weapons, you idiots? I mean, what's from them dropping nukes on you? What's from them from blowing up this world once they can no longer have control of it? You idiots? Then what? Have you thought ahead then? Have you thought that much ahead, you morons? Or have you thought about enough to put out another video so you can make more money in your fat-ass pocket? You piece of trash. Folks, you know what I feel about what's happening here in America and what's happening abroad. I think it's just plain communism, folks. These liberals that have infiltrated our country have taken over. They are implementing a Marxist regime. And unfortunately, all I can do is sit here and scream about it for 2 years. That's all I can do. That's all that's what's in my power. It's up to you idiots to do something about it, but you don't want to do nothing about it. You're on your knees begging for it. You want another stimulus package check. You want food cards. You want the government to give you things. You want the government to give you your damn house back. You want this crap. But that's what it comes down to, folks. Don't believe in this New World Order and, it's this and that. It comes down to communism. That's what's being implemented here in this society and you know, truth be told, in this world. Communism. And I've been saying it for 2 years. They have utilized the variants of liberalism and feminism to destroy the American family and destroy the world family, for that matter, because, I mean, family's the essence of humanity. I mean, do you honestly believe that, the government would be able to pull the kind of crap they do on the American people if everyone still maintained the integrity of family? I mean, just imagine. Family is what it's about, but they've destroyed that. And the women out here, they don't give a crap about it. Most women think that it's great that they're single parents out here. You've got the liberal and feminist media trying to glorify Octomom like she's freaking Mother Teresa out here, and you got these bimbos, giving her a goddamn thumbs up about it. It's just sick. It's a disgrace. But this is America. So look, all of you idiots out there that are on this alternative media kick, that are out here trying to say that Freemasons and Illuminati and the Bilderbergs and the Federal Reserve and the Catholic Church, reptilian shapeshifters and whatever in the hell else, Zionists, Jews, Muslims, or whatever in the hell you think is, in charge of this whole New World Order crap, I strongly advise you to cease and assist believing in this malarkey, because you're only going to get yourself hurt, in my opinion. Because, folks, I have sat here and given you substance upon substance on why all these idiots that you alternative media morons praise on such a pedestal, I have told you why these people are not what they say they are. These people aren't humanitarians. All right, you people that are a part of the alternative media movement, you're not humanitarians. You don't give a crap about humanity. I mean, I challenge anyone, please go ask anyone who is anesthetized with the stupid alternative media crap, Alex Jones, David Icke, Peter Joseph crap, and ask them what their solution is once everything's said and done. And they're going to say self-sufficiency, self-sufficiency. You got to be self-sufficient. You got to be self-sufficient. And then when you tell them, well, if everything is in chaos and everybody goes to your house because you've got all the water and you've got all the food, what are you going to do then? And they're going to say what I just told you on this program, folks. I'll kill them. I'll kill anybody who comes over here and tries to take my water or my food. I'll kill them. So it's not the fact that the New World Order is killing people. It's the fact that this alternative media consortium wants to kill the people. Don't believe the hype, folks. If you really care about America, if you really care about the people, folks, don't acknowledge this alternative media crap. It's just utter garbage. It's a lie. It's what it is. It's all an absolute lie. They take bits and pieces of certain isolated incidences where the government has done some, because we all know the governments do bad crap, folks. It's written throughout all of history that governments and religious institutions and all these people have been corrupt. They've always been corrupt. We know that crap. And what the alternative media movement is providing, the alternative is chaos. That's what they want, folks. They want chaos. And that's not what I want. I don't want chaos. I don't want to sit here and live, in some ridiculous Mongolian Genghis Khan chaotic freak show barbarian reality. I don't want to live in that. I don't know about you idiots, but I don't want to live in that. I want to live in civilization. Because, folks, civilization is what keeps people pacified, if you will. And what does that mean exactly? That means that because so-and-so has a better car than me, because we live in a civilized society, I'm not going to go and become some hater and go into his house, shoot him, and take his car because we live in civilization. Okay? I'm not going to go in somebody's house because they're eating more T-bone steaks than me and go in there and shoot them and their whole family, take their T-bone steaks, because I live in civilization. But, folks, if we live in chaos, if we live in what Alex Jones is advocating, if we live in what David Icke is advocating, if we live in these dumbass, ridiculous, go against the government, bear arms, and, let's go ahead and start a revolution, it's going to be utter chaos, and the only people that are going to survive are the people with the biggest guns or the most amount of numbers. And stop being such pretentious losers. Such self-centered assholes. You got all these idiots that think that their crap doesn't stink, but it stinks, folks. Okay? Stop being so self-righteous and thinking that you have all the answers. Nobody has the answers, all right? I hate listening in these dumbass chat rooms. And let me tell you, I go into a whole bunch of chat rooms in this little Pal Talk network. And for all the ass clowns in two-way street politics, you're all a bunch of communist, liberal pieces of trailer park feminist crap. And I hope that all of you suffocate on the muff of Gloria Steinem with all the rhetoric that you shove in that stupid, dumbass chat room. All right? I mean, we live in civilization. We live in one of the greatest civilizations in world history. And you people are still not happy. That's what makes me sick about the whole damn thing. I mean, what's going to make everybody happy in America? What's going to make everybody happy in the world exactly, folks, huh? I mean, we live in the freest society ever. I mean, anybody who wants to debate me on that, I'll be more than happy to take your call. But, of course, you're not going to call because there has never been a freer society than America. There's never been a society that gave unalienable rights to every man in this country. Not just the nobility, not just the monarchs. We live in a society where anybody can do whatever the hell they want to. They can be born into nothing and make themselves into something because of opportunity that used to be in this country before the communist regime took power and took away our constitutional republic and took away the opportunity to go out and prosper, to go out and make something of yourself, go out and do something with life. Now everybody's pacified with these service industry-oriented jobs. America doesn't produce a goddamn thing anymore, except for cheeseburgers, pornography, and dumbass entertainment. And then we wonder why America's being flushed down the toilet. You've got liberal and feminist Hollywood throwing a spell on your children, making them believe that it's okay to be a damn subliminal prostitute or some damn fruity ass. You've got the damn mainstream media putting pedestals of these stupid, dirty, maniac, dish rag whores like Octomom and that stupid, dumbass couple, John and Kate plus 8. Can somebody do something about these stupid idiots already? I mean, this is not cute. All right? Having all these kids is not cute. You are trivializing humanity. You people have sold out your own children, and you're in denial about it. I know you're in denial about it because you don't want to acknowledge it. You people have forced your children into serfdom because you wanted to live in materialism, because you wanted to live in gluttony. If anyone is to blame, it's not some stupid conspiracy that doesn't exist. It's you! You're the one to blame! It's your goddamn fault! You stupid piece of crap! It's your fault! It's your fault, you stupid piece of crap! Don't blame anybody but your stupid self! You piece of crap! This is your fault! Stop blaming the New World Order! Stop blaming Freemason! Stop blaming the Lizard Men! Start blaming yourselves, you gluttonous, materialistic, self-absorbed pieces of trash! Start blaming yourself! Blame your stupid self! Because it's your fault. It's your fault! I know that I'm getting a little out of hand here, folks. And I know that there's some people out there that are probably getting a little concerned here. They're probably getting a little concerned. But you know something, folks? I am the only one that I feel that cares about this country. All right? I don't care about the rest of the world, okay? And all you stupid limeys, you English tea-drinking, butt-loving English boys, you kangaroo head-up-the-ass having Australian pieces of trash, you German sauerkraut-eating pieces of crap, you Irish whiskey-drinking pieces of garbage, you Scottish kilt-wearing pieces of crap, you Arab turban-wearing pieces of garbage. I don't care where you're from. If you're not from America, and if you don't have loyalty to America, then I think that you should go piss off. That's how I stand. All right? And all you little stupid New World Order pricks, all you 9/11 truthers that are out here trying to, hyper-sensationalize this stupid, dumbass, illusionary conspiracy, you need to cease and desist spreading around all this hyper-sensationalism before you get yourself hurt, folks. That's right, you're going to get yourself hurt because I'm telling you right now, you dumbass little truthers have no solution to the problem that you claim is so prevalent in our society. You dumbass idiot truthers have no solution. You're pieces of garbage that want chaos. That's what you want. You want chaos. And why do you want chaos? Because you idiots are such generic human waste that you don't even know what the hell you want. I mean, have you looked at all the sour scowls walking around America, folks? These idiots are generic human beings that are happy with the fact of bowing down to their own communist fervor, bowing down to their own communism, for heaven's sake. And it's a damn disgrace. So all you damn 9/11 truthers and all you damn Peter Joseph worshipers and Alex Jones ass kissers and David Icke idiots, you all just need to cease and desist before, something sincerely happens. Because all you're doing is putting yourself that much more closer to a damn nut institution, all right? Because I don't want to live in chaos, you assholes, all right? I don't want to live in chaos. I want to live in civilization, all right? And that's exactly what the alternative media movement, with the exception of that fruity Peter Joseph, who wants a technocratic communist society, and I spit on Peter Joseph. I spit on you, Peter Joseph. Puh! Puh! But other than dumbass technocratic communism, Jacques Fresco, ass-kissing Peter Joseph, all you other alternative media ass clowns aren't providing any kind of a solution. And I challenge you folks, before I get off this broadcast, go to a damn voice chat community. And if you need one to go to, bookmark my webpage, blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And go to the webpage, scroll down to where it says extras, and click on that little Pal Talk little button there. And sign up for a free account and go into these stupid truther little dumbass web rooms and listen to them. Listen to their solutions. Go in there and ask them. Go in there and ask them, what's your solution once, the New World Order is defeated? And they're not going to tell you. All they're going to say is, we need to get together. We need to get together. These idiots have no solution, folks. So don't fall for it. Do not fall for the alternative media hype. Screw Alex Jones. Screw David Icke. Screw Peter Joseph. Screw Alan Watts. Screw the whole damn alternative media movement. And if you stupid reptilian idiots don't like it, well, come on my show sometime so I can make you look like a mental midget. So I can make you look lower than a leprechaun's nutsack. You no-substance having, Bigfoot worshipping, still believe in the Loch Ness Monster,